Silence reveals everything. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. The moment a conversation becomes quiet, they rush to fill the space. The moment they feel uncertain, they start explaining. The moment they feel ignored, they begin chasing answers. They constantly search for words because they believe words will give them clarity. But one of the most powerful truths in life is that silence often reveals more than words ever will. Words can be manipulated. Words can be rehearsed. Words can be used to impress, distract, persuade, or hide. Silence is different. Silence removes the performance. Silence removes the distractions. Silence forces reality to become visible. That is why silence reveals everything. Many people spend years trying to understand what someone means. They analyze messages. They search for hidden meanings. They focus on promises and explanations. But when you stop listening to the words and start observing what happens during silence, the truth often becomes obvious. Silence reveals interest. Silence reveals priorities. Silence reveals intentions. Silence reveals character. The first lesson you must understand is that silence creates clarity. When emotions are high, people often make poor decisions. They react instead of thinking. They speak instead of listening. They chase instead of observing. Silence creates space. Space allows you to think. Space allows you to evaluate. Space allows you to see situations more objectively. Many problems become easier to understand when you stop reacting immediately and give yourself time to reflect. One practical way to apply this principle is to avoid making important decisions when emotions are at their highest. When you feel angry, pause. When you feel hurt, pause. When you feel frustrated, pause. Allow silence to create distance between emotion and action. That distance often prevents mistakes. The second lesson is that silence reveals who values you. Many people spend enormous amounts of energy chasing attention. They constantly initiate. They constantly reach out. They constantly maintain relationships by themselves. Then they wonder why they feel exhausted. Silence is a powerful test. When you stop chasing, you discover who genuinely values the connection. You discover who makes an effort. You discover who notices your absence. You discover who reaches out without being forced. This is not about playing games. It is about allowing reality to reveal itself. Healthy relationships contain mutual effort. Healthy relationships contain mutual respect. Healthy relationships contain mutual investment. When effort only flows in one direction, silence often exposes that truth. The third lesson is that silence reveals confidence. People who are secure in themselves do not feel the need to constantly prove who they are. They do not need to win every argument. They do not need to explain every decision. They do not need constant validation. Their confidence comes from within. Insecure people often seek reassurance from the outside world. They depend on attention. They depend on approval. They depend on recognition. Strong people understand that silence can be more powerful than explanation. Not because they are arrogant, because they are secure. One practical habit is learning to become comfortable with being misunderstood by people who are unwilling to understand you. Not every opinion requires correction. Not every accusation requires defense. Not every misunderstanding deserves your energy. The fourth lesson is that silence reveals truth during conflict. Arguments often create noise. People defend themselves. People justify themselves. People blame others. People speak without listening. But silence allows observation. When you stop arguing and start observing, patterns become easier to recognize. You begin to see who takes responsibility. You begin to see who avoids accountability. You begin to see who seeks solutions and who creates more problems. Character becomes visible when emotions settle. That is why some of life's most important lessons come after the conversation ends. The fifth lesson is that silence reveals your own thoughts. Many people stay busy because they are afraid of being alone with themselves. They constantly seek entertainment. They constantly seek distraction. They constantly seek noise. But growth often happens during quiet moments. When you sit alone with your thoughts, you begin to understand yourself. You begin to identify your fears. You begin to identify your goals. You begin to identify the habits that are helping or hurting you. Self-awareness grows in silence. One practical step is spending time every day without distractions. No phone, no television, no social media, just reflection. Even 10 minutes of silence can improve clarity. The sixth lesson is that silence reveals emotional maturity. Emotionally mature people understand that not every feeling must be expressed immediately. Not every reaction must become a response. Not every thought must become a conversation. They know how to pause. They know how to regulate emotions. They know how to respond intentionally instead of reacting impulsively. This does not mean suppressing emotions. It means managing them. One of the strongest skills you can develop is the ability to stay calm when others expect you to lose control. That ability changes relationships. It changes decision-making. It changes leadership. It changes life. The seventh lesson is that silence reveals priorities. People make time for what matters. People invest energy into what matters. People focus on what matters. When excuses disappear and silence takes over, priorities become visible. Many people struggle because they believe promises more than patterns. Someone may promise effort. Someone may promise commitment. Someone may promise change. But silence reveals what they actually choose. Actions reveal priorities. Consistency reveals priorities. Reality reveals priorities. Pay attention to what people repeatedly do. That tells you far more than what they repeatedly say. The eighth lesson is that silence reveals strength. Many people think strength means being loud. They think strength means dominating conversations. They think strength means constantly proving themselves. Real strength is often quiet. Real strength remains calm under pressure. Real strength remains disciplined during difficulty. Real strength remains focused despite distractions. The strongest person in the room is often not the loudest. It is often the person who remains composed while everyone else loses control. One practical way to develop this strength is practicing restraint. You do not need to respond instantly. You do not need to react emotionally. You do not need to win every battle. Choose your energy carefully. The ninth lesson is that silence reveals opportunities. When your life is full of noise, it becomes difficult to hear important signals. You miss opportunities. You miss insights. You miss ideas. Silence creates awareness. Many great ideas arrive during quiet moments. Many solutions appear when you stop forcing them. Many opportunities become visible when your mind is not overwhelmed by distractions. Protect moments of silence. They are more valuable than most people realize. The 10th lesson is that silence reveals who you are becoming. When nobody is watching, who are you? When there is no audience, who are you? When there is no recognition, who are you? Those questions matter. Character is built in private. Discipline is built in private. Growth is built in private. The quiet moments of your life often shape the loud results people eventually see. The truth is that silence is not empty. Silence is information. Silence is observation. Silence is awareness. Silence is clarity. People often fear silence because they believe something is missing. In reality, silence often reveals what was hidden all along. It reveals the quality of relationships. It reveals the quality of your thinking. It reveals the quality of your character. It reveals the quality of your priorities. The next time life becomes confusing, resist the urge to chase answers immediately. Pause. Observe. Reflect. Allow silence to do its work. The next time someone sends mixed signals, pay attention to what happens when you stop chasing. The next time you feel overwhelmed, create space for reflection. The next time you face an important decision, give yourself time to think. Silence has a way of exposing reality. It removes illusions. It removes distractions. It removes unnecessary noise. Remember this. Words can hide the truth. Silence often reveals it. People can tell you who they are. Silence allows you to see who they are. People can make promises. Silence reveals whether those promises become actions. People can create an image. Silence reveals reality. That is why some of the most powerful answers in life are not found in conversations. They are found in observation. They are found in patience. They are found in stillness. Because when you learn to listen to silence, you begin to see what was there all along. And that is why silence reveals everything.